Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned professional boxer who fought and won against Silva in October, has stated that he intends to get back in the ring in February next year. And he has also revealed that he would send fight offers to some potential opponents. What details do we have on this? Also, after Paddy Pimbett made allegations about Paul's fight against Silva in October, what offer did Paul make to Pimblett? And what was Pimblett's counteroffer? Firstly, what did heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury say to Jake Paul recently? Tyson Fury claims his father, John, would tear his heart out and feed it to him if he faced YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul in a bare-knuckle match. Prior to his match against Derek Chisora on December 3rd at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the heavyweight boxing world champion made the remarks on the MMA Hour. When Tommy Fury and Rolly Lambert engaged in an exhibition fight in Dubai last month as a prelude to Floyd Mayweather vs. Deji, John Fury and Paul clashed. Jake Paul screamed some foul statements at Tommy Fury while the exhibition was taking place. So after the fight, John Fury entered the ring, took off his shirt, and then both of them yelled for a fight with Paul. John said that he is the king of the bare knuckle, and Paul should forget about his son. Paul, on the other hand, replied, saying that John is a miserable old man and that he should come over and fight him now. The two should enter the ring for a bare-knuckle fight, according to Tyson Fury. When asked who would prevail in a battle, Tyson Fury responded, saying that he thinks his dad would rip his heart out and feed it to him, and the man is approaching 60 years old. He said that he believes that his father and Jake Paul should engage in a bare-knuckle brawl, and he would spend $100 to watch that spectacle on pay-per-view. What does Jake Paul have to say about a potential fight with Tommy Fury? When it comes to completing a bout with light heavyweight prospect Tommy Fury, former YouTube celebrity turned boxer Jake Paul is hopeful the third time will be the charm. They were supposed to fight on Showtime pay-per-view in December 2021. Fury would quit the bout due to a chest illness and a broken rib. The battle was rescheduled for this past August, but it was called off once more when Fury's admission into the US was refused. Paul would continue with his battle in August and defeat MMA star Anderson Silva in a close 8-round decision. There are currently discussions taking place to bring the two together in the first half of 2023. Paul hasn't actually boxed a pro yet, but he thinks that Fury, the younger brother of WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, will be simpler to beat than Silva. Paul said to Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour that there is interest. He thinks that as long as his team is taking the financial risk and staging the event, he is cool with that, as he just doesn't want to take the chance anymore since he believes Fury will probably back out again. He then said that, however, for him, the battle is simple, far simpler than Anderson. Jake Paul said that Tommy Fury has never engaged in a fight with someone good, and he is a rookie who has never even competed in an 8-round bout. He then said that even though Fury has been boxing his entire life, he just lacks his level of experience. Nevertheless, people refer to him as a professional boxer and hold him in high regard because of this. Therefore, he would love to revoke that title from him. He said that he wouldn't even have to prepare physically for that fight. He concluded by saying that since he is a professional, he would continue to train, but he wouldn't have to do so in order to prepare for a bout with Fury. For his comeback to the ring in February, Jake Paul sends fight offers to 3 opponents. After announcing his return to action in February of next year, Jake Paul sends fight offers to 3 likely opponents. The former YouTuber turned professional boxer has a record of 6-0 after scoring his first few victories in 2020 and 2021, before being forced to miss nearly all all of this year owing to fight cancellations and other commitments. Just 4 months after defeating Anderson Silva, he wants to resume frequent activity as he anticipates being back on the field in February. The 2 prior meetings between Paul and Tommy Fury, which were called off in December and August, appear to be an attempt by Paul to finally reach an agreement to end their ringside feud. And since their altercation earlier this month in Dubai, when the American was providing commentary for his rival's exhibition fight with Rolly Lambert, things have been advancing between the 2 camps. The unbeaten social media star recently revealed to fans that he was making proposals to other rivals some days ago, so it appears that he is currently considering alternative possibilities. When he made the confirmation, he was replying to a tweet comparing his fortune to that of other elite boxers like Conor McGregor and Tyson Fury. Jake Paul stated that his next fight is in February and that he was going to send offers to 3 probable opponents in response to an article listing him as one of the top earners in the combat sports, after pointing out that he is only 25 years old, unlike McGregor, Fury, and Canelo Alvarez, who are all in their 30s. Paul currently appears to have few and far options, given that his next fight will almost certainly be against an actual professional boxer. His first opponent with any kind of boxing history was Silva, who he defeated by a unanimous decision in October. However, at 47 years old, Silva is considered to be well past his peak, which he spent in MMA rather than boxing. Only one of Paul's prior opponents has continued to box since their battle with him. YouTube star Anderson Silva defeated Taylor Holder and Austin McBroom after being stopped by the American in the first round. He also held the distinction of being the only boxer on his record to have competed in professional boxing at any level, going 2-0 in fights against other social media celebrities. In addition, he has been toying with the idea of organizing a bout with Andrew Tate, a former kickboxing world champion who hasn't competed in years. The pair are 2 of the biggest figures on social media and skilled fighters. They recently went viral with a series of face-offs in Dubai. What counteroffer did Pimblett propose after Jake Paul calls him out to a $1 million sparring match? Pimblett criticized Paul's most recent victory over UFC star Anderson Silva harshly, labeling it a fix. The problem child can now claim victories over ex-UFC competitors Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren, and the previously mentioned Anderson Silva. The Liverpool boxer, however, isn't persuaded by the American's boxing resume and believes Silva's decision victory over him was rigged. Pimblett called them a gang of idiots, but he now gives Jake Paul credit for his training, saying that he probably has what it takes to defeat some professional boxers. He went on to say that Paul doesn't need to do anything else. All he needs to do is box, because he has boundless resources and no other obligations. And he brings in the best coaches, dietitians, and other professionals. Even though I believe his fights have been rigged, Jake Paul is actually not that horrible at the moment. The Baddy said in reference to the legitimacy of Paul's fights that he doesn't think the Tyron Woodley knockout was faked, seeing as when you get knocked out like that and you land face first, if you're not unconscious, you're going to hold your arms out. There is no avoiding it, as it is a typical human response. He then said that he, however, saw from a certain perspective that he didn't even contact Anderson Silva with the punch he threw at him the other day when he sat down. Paul has already responded, challenging Pimblett to a duel while criticizing his evaluation of Silva by promising the UFC lightweight champion $1 million if he prevails in the contest. He has motivated his contract. Paul, however, wants Pimblett to join the United Fighters Association if he triumphs. In response to Pimblett's assertion, Paul posted a video of himself on Twitter with the caption that basically stated that seeing as Paddy Pimbett claims his battles are rigged, he should come spar with him and stop calling the greatest Anderson Silva a criminal. In response to Paul's offer, Pimblett challenged him to a sparring session in Las Vegas before his UFC 282 match against Jared Gordon. Pimblett told TMZ that he is definitely interested, but he is also bound by the terms of his contract with the UFC, and Jake made his offer knowing very well that he was fighting the following week. Pimblett then said that Jake told him he would fly him to Puerto Rico, as if he was unaware that he had a fight the following week. Pimblett continued by telling Jake that he should bring $1 million in a bag to the UFC Performance Institute, and he would spar with Jake there. That brings us to the end of this video. Who do you think would win if Paul fights Pimblett? Do you think Paul is right about his predictions of how a fight against Tommy Fury would turn out? Let us know through the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.